Wishing all of you a very happy Diwali. We are back once again with our weekly analysis of Nifty50, this time week starting 13th November. However, today itself, which is 12th November, we have the Muhurat trading. So we have covered that in our video. And wishing you a very happy Diwali.
Hi, sir. Wishing you also a very happy Diwali. It's been quite a week and weekend of celebration for us.
Certainly, certainly. And we have the Muhurat trading today. So including the Muhurat trading, let's look ahead how the things are looking based on the NeoWave.
Ji, sir. I will just do a quick recap as to what we had predicted and how the market moved. And based on the movement in the last week, what can we expect in the coming week?
Sure.
So we had met on Friday, November 23rd, right? I'm sorry, 3rd November. 3rd November. Based on in a triangular pattern, we are in wave T. Based on this structure, there are two options. We can either be a neutral triangle or an expanding triangle, but we will decide that once we see what wave D does. Based on this movement, we had said that around 61% to 50% retracement is expected. We had a level of 19,340 to 19,480.
That's right.
So far, the market favored our analysis, and we were 16 points short. We made a high of 19,464.40. I will take you on the 75-minute time frame just to analyze this and look at it a little closer, because what is forming in wave D, we see that structure on a lower time frame chart. I'll switch off the candle. The structure that was forming, and this is around where we had met, we had taken this as an expanding triangle, right? We had considered three cases, and our first case was that wave E will be normal, which is 101 to 161% of wave C. And that at this point of 19,464.40 was achieved. For a quick view, I'll just put the Fibo. So you can see that what you have assumed is exactly what had happened.
Correct.
It has got slightly over, but that 161.
Yep.
That's right, sir. That's right. This covers our recap. Now let's see what exactly happened. You can see that this structure over here is a flat pattern. And just for our viewers, I will A, B, and C. Okay? A and C are in the downward direction. We have a strong B. A strong B is an indication of future price action in a flat pattern.
Right.
Okay? Let me just take this out so it avoids any confusion. However, through the week, we have stayed a little sideways. Okay?
That's right.
On Friday, we have seen thrust to the top side. अभी जब कोई भी पैटर्न हम choose करते हैं ना, that yes, this is the recipe of a flat pattern, that pattern gets confirmed only by the post pattern implication.
That's right.
So basically, in essence, what I'm saying that if I consider this as my C wave, and let me just enlarge it for little viewing ease. I'll bring it in the middle. So there you go. This must be much better. तो अगर ये मैं C leg मेरा यहाँ से यहाँ तक पकड़ता हूँ ना, as per the post pattern implication rule, I can draw 0B trend line, और ये जो strong B है, इतने टाइम में ये लेवल को तोड़ देना चाहिए. Coincidentally, the end of this box is today at 7:30. So our Muhurat trading, we are primed. अगर हम ये 19,464 के ऊपर चले जाते हैं, ये जो पैटर्न यहाँ पे बना, you can consider that this is complete and we will continue advancing. So based on this information, let us now take some assumptions of what we can see.
Just a quick recap, right? I mean, we're looking at the possibility of that forming a neutral triangle or an expanding triangle.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, when we are analyzing this still seems to be in the wave D. We are not able to say whether that wave D of that triangle is over or not, and we had multiple possibilities there. So what we are seeing happening last week was more or less a consolidation week, and that pattern which got formed as part of the consolidation looks to be a flat pattern, and we are trying to analyze the post pattern implication to see if that flat is over, and that will get over if we cross 19465, and for that today we may be crossing that level, and if they cross, then that means the flat is over and we may continue. Is that the right summarization?
Sure, sir. In a way, yes. But let me just put it in let me add a few additional words.
Yeah.
So the pattern that we had considered was an expanding triangle, and we were in wave E.
Right.
Okay, we had considered wave E to be normal since we had taken 3 cases. या तो ये normal E wave बनेगा या उसके full potential तक जाएगा. जो normal E wave होता है ना, वो 101 to 161 तक आता है, which is around this 464 level.
Which is done.
यहाँ पे that's right. यहाँ पे market has just consolidated between these levels, which is my first case. That what we have seen is market has consolidated between 19330 and 19465. Over here, as an analyst and participant of the market, what I want to know is कि अगर ये D wave यहाँ पे समझो खत्म होता है ना, the market should move to the downside.
Right.
Okay? Expanding triangle का जो, like I just explained, a post pattern implication. So every
Right.
pattern has a post pattern implication. ये E leg के बाद it should have come down, but what has happened is market has just taken a breather. It has just gone sideways. It has not made any downward movement, and it has stayed between these two ranges. जो A leg का range था, C leg is also somewhere there only.
Right.
Right? In NeoWave terms, I would take this as an X wave. Okay? But as of right now, without causing any kind of additional complexity to our viewers or in our trading, I'm just going to say that the market went sideways. It means the same thing. ये थोड़ा X wave बना है, थोड़ा sideways to downwards के आसपास जैसा behave किया है market ने. Then if I switch on the candles over here, I have seen that on Friday there has been a lot of thrust to the top side.
Right.
ठीक है? But ये level मेरा निकला नहीं है. तो मैं केस 1 में क्या करूंगा ना? I will look for continuity. Because जब मैंने ये पैटर्न एक्सपैंडिंग ट्रायंगल का जो लिया था, मेरा वेव ई का फुल पोटेंशियल इज 261% ऑफ वेव ए और वेव सी. ठीक है? तो अगर मार्केट साइडवेज गया है, इट हैज गॉन साइडवेज फॉर अ रीजन. इट्स टेकिंग अ ब्रीदर एंड द चांसेस ऑफ इट मेकिंग एन एडवांसमेंट टू द टॉप साइड आर हायर. So my case 1 will be look for continuity. Can wave E complete its full potential, which is 261% of wave A or wave C? If I take levels, वो आ जाता है anything between 19,602 to 19,750.
Right.
That is what I would be looking for in the coming week. Now, ये कब कंफर्म होता है मेरा? जब ये कंसोलिडेशन जो है ना, उसको तो तोड़ना चाहिए और कम वक्त में तोड़ना चाहिए. सो फॉर एग्जांपल, आज जब हम महारत ट्रेडिंग के लिए खुलेंगे, इफ वी गैप अप अबाउ 19,464, ओके, आई विल कंसिडर कि हाँ, ये मेरा जो कंसोलिडेशन था ना, वो खत्म हो गया है एंड मार्केट इज एडवांसिंग. टिल वेयर कैन इट एडवांस? वो लेवल्स मेरे पास आगे है. 19,600 और 19,750 के आसपास ये जा सकता है. तो मेरा केस 1 इन एसेंस इफेक्ट में आता है विद द ओपनिंग प्राइसेस. आई वुड बी अ वेरी कीन ऑब्जर्वर एज टू वेयर वी ओपन टुडे.
करेक्ट.
ओके, अब यहां से क्या हो गया है ना, जो पेसिमिज्म यहाँ पे मार्केट में आया था इन दिस लेग, ये एक्सपेंशन पे वो पेसिमिज्म थोड़ा न्यूट्रलाइज्ड हो गया है. I'm not going to say completely neutralized, but now people are, वरना मार्केट इतना ऊपर नहीं आता था बेसिकली. ठीक है?
Yep.
तो मैं एक केस 2 भी लेता हूं यहाँ पे इन 75. ये जो मेरा रेंज है ना, वी आर इन द फॉलोइंग वीक देयर इज सम इवेंट न्यूज कमिंग. ठीक है? तो जो भी ये एडवांस होता है, समझो when we open today, मेरा केस 1 ही goes for the thumbs up. Okay? Just keep in mind that next week 13th 14th को जो data और जो events आने वाले हैं, keep that in mind and don't go very positional is what I would recommend. कि आप खेल लो ऊपर के साइड बट ज्यादा पोजिशनल मत रहना, और जैसे भी you do your money management. So this is case 2 is more like a caution that I am putting in. Although the waves as of right now has not given me any indication to be bearish. It is giving me indication that we will see continuity.
Right.
This is the information that based on the recent price action, I'm able to analyze and consider for the following week. That ends our forecast for now.
So, I think, the chances of continuation is higher. That's what we are saying.
That's
Historically,
right.
if you look at the last 5-year Mura trading, markets have either remained flat or they have opened up and then they have come down. So
That's
it
right.
will be very interesting to see what happens if that trend is broken today. If we open gap up and then we continue, or we still remain in a range bound. Today is a very short trading, just 1 hour. So picture will unfold tomorrow. And then this week is an event week with the data coming on inflation, both from the US and India, and more important, the US inflation data. So we'll have to see how it unfolds. Quickly summarize the key points from the NeoWave analysis. We are talking about 2 scenarios. The first one is the continuation scenario, where we gap up and break the previous high of 19,465. In that case, we can see Nifty moving up first to 19,575 and 600 range, and then to 19,700, 19,750 levels. If that happens, we may not fall below 19,000, 19,200 range when we are in wavy. So that will be scenario number 1. The second scenario is that there is a gap down. It may not happen today, but it may happen during the week, most likely based on if the event data that we are expecting comes out to be negative. And in that case, till that point in time, we may be consolidating in a current, in about 100-point range. We gap down on a particular date. And in that case, the chances of testing the low of 18,837 is very high. If we have to stick our neck out, then we are putting higher probability on continuation scenario. So with that, we complete the NeoWave analysis. Now let's look at a few other important data points. We saw consolidation and optimism returning in the Indian markets. The broader markets did even better. They have outperformed Nifty50. US markets saw a smart recovery, and the crude fell. So all these are positive for the Indian market. Let's quickly go through one by one. If you look at the price action, this was a consolidation week. 2 out of the 5 days were perfect doji candle. We are not seeing, even on the upside, a wide range candles getting formed. So while the negative momentum that we saw 2 weeks back is halted, we cannot be very sure that we are having exuberance, the optimism is very high, and we are going to break the previous highs. We are not yet in that scenario. If you look at the technical indicators, they're in a range and the moving averages are converging, which also talks about a range-bound consolidating market. Nifty is still below 50 DMA. Overall, it remains range-bound. Options data is very interesting. Friday, many people were expecting a negative market when our markets opened up. So in the initial part, there were a lot of call writers who were there. And the price action towards the end of Friday was very strong. So we still have a lot of call writing at 19,400, followed by 19,500. The put writing it is 19,300 and 19,400. So if there is a sharp up move, then these 19,400 call writers and then 19,500 call writers will run for cover. And the short covering may give a bounce to Nifty. If you look at FII, the data turned positive on Friday. They have taken good index long positions. The US market overall seems to be favorable now. The indices recovered pretty well. Friday was a strong up move in all the key indices in the US. Dollar index has slightly cooled off. Bond yield has also cooled off and then forming a range. So overall, there is a bullish support coming from the international markets. Crude is also supporting. So there is higher optimism. But are we looking at a tearing bull market? Probably no. Very interesting week. If you like our analysis, please like our video and press the like button as well as subscribe to our channel. With that, once again, wishing all of you a great Diwali. Spend time with your friends and family. Take some time off for yourself. Tuesday is a holiday for our markets. All the best. Thank you so much.